Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Kansas City taking on division rivals, division champs from last year. Denver, what a way to start the Monday night season. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
On second down, Mahomes. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be third down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 2. A run once more. That's Harvey. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 36 yards.
Denver.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. From the shotgun, here's Nix. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Second down. Nix. The ball's out. And I think a Bronco player was able to get in there. He was. So Denver keeps possession of the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle.
That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Forced out wide, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's a good way to start the season, right? Like it's like in golf. It's always nice to see that first putt roll in, and here his first field goal attempt of the year. right through the uprights.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. The tackle is made just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 20.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A first down throw for Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
So quarter one in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jonah Coleman. Touchdown Broncos. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Chiefs 3. Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Mahomes now on second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 40-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Luxurious speed on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 41.
From the 41. Here's second down and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's to Waddle again.
To Waddle.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd down and 3 coming up. And in motion is Ingram. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You think back to a year ago, Mike, and the Broncos, they were one step away from the Super Bowl. I mean, they're hoping that the addition of Jalen Waddle can really be what puts them over the top, and he's had more than 1,000 yards in his first 3 seasons in Miami. He wasn't able to match that mark last year, but a change of scenery could be just what he needs. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's got room to roam. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Straight ahead goes Harvey. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there for that. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Back to throw is Nix. That is brought in the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Will Lutz to kick off for
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Oh, what a run. down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
In some rhythm, with drive rolling. Here's another first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That's another
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10.
21. Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And now for a second time, he loses the football. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Ho-ho! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Worthy. Couldn't. 2nd down.
He was covered by
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now they've got 3rd and inches. Throwing is Mahomes. Fought for and caught for the 1st down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Dobbins. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here.
I mean, you talk about a crazy 12 months for Kenneth Walker. He goes from Super Bowl MVP back in February. Then he hits free agency and gets paid by the Chiefs. And they just love the mix of his speed, his power, and they think he's a huge missing piece of getting this offense back on track.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
That is fielded at the 13. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, it's Coleman. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf. And it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop. And it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this third quarter. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker, and they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. And they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Coleman, and he'll get about 5.
Coleman, ball carrier, and toward the lane on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. This one tapped forward on the pop pass. And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yard.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
There's a give up the middle with Coleman. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They're going to go again with Coleman. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 45-yard.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And some nifty footwork there. It'll only amount to a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A run now with McLaughlin. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Smith again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Once again, it's Smith. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down, taking this to the 34.
It's a gain of
1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll run, and this is Smith. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the give, it's Smith. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
A handoff, and that's Smith running right. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go, and it's Smith. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less,